Hi everyone, this is the Dupe Parenting Podcast. My name is Ibrahim Suleiman.
And my name is Ejiofor Suleiman.
And we have our friends here. Woo! I love it. See, that's why they're here.
Welcome to Studiopedia.
You're acting like, it's just me now. This is how she just harasses me all the time. I get molested on a regular.
Are you not happy?
I'm not complaining. I just said I'm not complaining. Hi guys. Hi everyone. How's it going?
Oh, thank you so much. We are back for Dupe Parenting Pod season. Season 2. Forgive me. Let me wash my mouth.
So I would have washed my mouth too, but I rushed and Well, let's just hold it.
So we are back. Thank you so much for being here and always harassing us on social media and asking us when is Dupe Parenting Pod season 2. We see you and we are here for you.
I want to apologize on her behalf. For the fact that it has taken this long for us to come back to you lovely people with season 2 of the pod. I'm always available. Ha! Like I'm like, baby, let's shoot next week. Like, I'm on set, I'm busy, I'm a mother now, I have responsibilities and all of that. Me, I'm the guy that's been pushing for us to do season 2. And so finally I was able to get her to honor us with her presence. So on Ioma Linda Ejiofor's behalf, I, Ibrahim Suleiman, would like to apologize that it took us this long. So #moving on. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. This has been something that we've been looking forward to doing again. And there's just so much to catch up on. Wait, my name is Ibrahim Suleiman. This is Linda Ejiofor Suleiman. Baby, don't be assumptuous. Somebody might be watching this thing for the very first time.
Yes. For our new viewers.
Hopefully a lot of new viewers.
Yes. Thank you so much. Like he said, he has introduced himself. I am Linda Ejiofor Suleiman. I'll introduce myself again. And this is Dupe Parenting Podcast, where we talk about everything about parenting and what our friends did not tell us.
Yes, we're still holding the grudge.
From before you have your child, after and during raising a child. And we are using our son, our beautiful son, Kion Iman Suleiman, as an example.
He looks like me, by the way. Carry on. I was just, side note. He used to look like her. We had this conversation in the first season. He used to look like you, and then you were so proud of yourself.
Very.
And then one day we woke up and realized that...
like everything we prayed when this boy was in my tummy to take... he did not take.
Seriously.
So
I told him, don't take my nose. Boom! He did. I told him, don't take your mother's... I'm going.
Come now.
I hate you so much.
But I love the nose. If I tell you that it's the nose that attracted me to you, would you be...
dirty liar. I reject you in Jesus' name. Stay away from me.
But
the boy took everything that we asked him not to. He took my nose, he took his mother's beautiful fingers, he took her feet. Just like, boy.
He took my lips though. He took my lips.
Moving on. They're nice though.
And he took my color. So yeah. So recap from what we did last season, how we talked about Kion's pooping. Now he's bigger. Kion is now 3 years old. He was almost 2 when we did it the last season. But now he's 3 years old and Kion has been potty trained.
Like, see.
Hallelujah.
Look, let me just first say that, dear parents, potty training I think is more traumatic for the parents than it is for the babies. Because a lot of the time, there's just so much expectation that is, because people tell you that, by the time just this number of months or this age, they ought to be potty trained. And then you're like, oh my God, my child is lagging behind. I need to potty train. Baba.
Calm down.
Listen, we heard the whole, he should be potty trained and everything by this point. And we were panicking. We're trying to get him potty trained and everything. And after a while, I just told Ejiofor, I was like, listen, let's relax. Because it's stressing me out and I don't like being stressed out. So let's just chill. It's diapers, right? We'll continue to buy the diapers until he's ready.
Yeah.
And then suddenly, it just felt like went to sleep, woke up one day and decided that he was done. He just started taking off his diapers himself. Randomly, he would just take it off and start running around. You'd be trying to get him to wear his diaper. And now we've gotten to the point now where, he actually just comes to you and sometimes he just goes straight to his potty, he takes it up and just sits. So he doesn't use diapers anymore. Like
only at night when we have to put it, before he goes to bed. We have to, when he has slept, now.
Because if you try and put it on before he sleeps off, lie.
So when he has slept, we'll now have to wear him the diaper and he sleeps. The next morning, he's taking it off first thing. Like, he doesn't want, like, the boy likes nakedness.
I wonder who
I
he
want
gets
to
that
be
from.
naked.
Like, he literally says that.
No, you don't want to be naked.
No, Dad, I don't want shirt. I want to be naked. I'm like, guy, you will wear these shirts and you will wear your pants. And then he doesn't like to wear pants or shorts. He wants to just wear pants. Not pants. And run around the house. I'm like, for crying out loud. You're a posh boy, supposedly. Why are you doing this? Gets it from his mother.
I will not see this season. I will not argue with you. We will just be opening each other's bum on this. Like, we'll be opening. If you talk, I talk. That's how we'll be doing it. Don't baby me right now.
The vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. Are you the
Lord? I'm in the image of the Lord.
Fair.
Thank you. But I would like to say that Kion has been good so far. Since when he was born till now, everything that we were worried about pacifier, thinking that we're going to be stressed about him getting off pacifier. But Kion got off pacifier at his own time.
He just started chewing it and throwing it away.
Yeah.
He chewed through all of them and dumped them. And
so that's the same thing for potty. One day we tried. So I remember my mom telling me, that when he turned a year plus that we should have started potty training. And I thought it was stressful. So somebody just told me, you know what, just let him be at his own time. And so far, Kion, at his own time, he stops using everything that we're worried about. Yeah. So potty training, for those listening, what we did was that one day like that, I bought potty. I bought 3.
Yeah, and just put them strategic places in the house.
Corner of the house. Then we didn't wear him his diaper. I told the nanny and the nanny, God bless her, she was very helpful.
Yeah, she's amazing.
So we didn't, she won't wear him his diaper. She just wear him his pants, and when he wants to pee, and Kion he's so neat that whenever something touches his body or stains, he'll like take it off. Take it. He doesn't want
take it off. I don't want it.
I don't want it. It's wet. I want it off. So he wasn't able to pee or poop on himself. Yeah. So he would cry and say, "I want to pee. I want to poo." And we'll tell him, "No, baby, come and pee."
Oh, remember, because it was new to him, right? And he hadn't yet figured out the time. The time lag between when you feel like it and when it happens.
Yeah.
So there are a couple of times when he actually peed on himself without a diaper on, and he would look so sad about it. So someone had given. So be careful about know your child. First of all, I think that's the most important thing. Know your child. So someone had told us at some point that, you know what, if it happens where he soils himself or he pees or he poops on himself, make a fuss out of it. Make it look like, oh my God, this is bad. Don't do this. Oh my God, I can't believe you did this. You're better than this. You're, smarter than this and everything. And we're like, oh, okay, because apparently that's what worked for the child. And then someone else was like, if he does, just, don't make a fuss. Just clean it up. And if possible, let him get involved in cleaning up. And we're like, So instead, what we did was the few times before he got it right, when he actually just, wet himself, he would come to you and have this look on his face like the whole world is about to end, right? And then, we'd be like, oh no, Kion, what happened? It's okay. This happens. You get used to it. And then, we'll just help. Then we'll say, okay, do you want to put this in the
trash?
His laundry basket. Do you want to put this? And then he'll take it and dump it himself. So he got involved in the process of cleaning up after the mess. And I think that it just made him feel like, oh, they do it, and then they clean up. So maybe if I don't want to have to clean up, I shouldn't do it. Yeah. I don't know. Well, he and I have had a conversation, but that's basically what helped. And he didn't feel like it was a horrible thing. He just knew that, oh, okay, this is not the way it's done. And then another thing that I feel like people should encourage their children with is if I needed to go take a leak, I would take him with me.
Yeah.
So I'll just say, Dada needs to take a leak, or Dada needs to pee. And then I just walk into the bathroom and he comes and he stands, he's watching what I'm doing. And then I do that. And, I back him, but he can hear that I'm tinkling. So after a while, he would just come to me and say, he actually came to me one time and said, does Dada want to take a pee? And I was like, no. And then he hit me that he was trying to say he wanted to take a pee. So I took him to his thing. But this was after he had started going on his own. So just know your child. Know your child and figure out what works best for you.
So yeah, we passed through the potty training stage. Yay. We did that. The next stage is brushing his teeth.
Man, I have videos.
We are going to put the videos first. So for the audio listeners, please just go to YouTube and watch it, and you will see a video of his father and him just alone brushing his teeth.
So he does this thing where he started to. So at first he didn't like brushing his teeth.
Oh,
so we got him.
I think all kids hate.
They fight it,
brushing their teeth.
And I don't know why. And he fights it all the time. And so we got him. We went on. I googled stuff. We checked out different toothbrushes for babies, for kids, and all of that. And we got like a range of different types of brushes.
I still had the one that we used as a baby for him that you wear on your finger, so that I could wash his tongue, because I feel that's the part that smells the most. So, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I didn't want him growing up and having bad breath. I'm like, no, boy, you shall not do this. Not under my... So, anyway. So, we got him a wide range of products and stuff like that. But he just always fight it. So, what Ibrahim and I started to do was that we made it sound like it was fun. So, whenever we needed to brush, we would, make sure he was around. And then we're brushing our teeth and we're humming and we're doing all of that. And he started to... Because... children want to do what the adults are doing. Yeah. At the end of the day, they want to do what you're doing. They're not interested in what you say. It's what you do that interests them the most. So we're like, okay, so we'll brush and make him watch. Now, he has his own toothbrush.
Sorry, let me say something. At first, Keon would brush and there would be no...
there's no lather, there's no
lather,
foam,
nothing coming out. He's swallowing the goddamn toothpaste.
which is also that's also something that's important. Make sure that you get, because
child friendly.
The toothpaste for children, they can actually swallow it. It's not a problem.
Yeah.
But when they stop, because he has decided that he doesn't like his own toothpaste, he wants our toothpaste. So that was another issue, because we now had to teach him how to brush and spit. And
remember when you saw him? And
one day. So he has his own toothbrushes. He has, the one that you move from side to side, and then the regular one that's, so he has those in his bedroom, in his bathroom. Then in our bathroom, he has an adult-sized toothbrush because he refuses to brush his teeth with his parents while using his own baby toothbrush. So he has an adult-sized, very soft toothbrush. He has to make sure it is the softest you can find, but get them an adult-sized toothbrush. It's mostly for the habit building and, less about the hygiene of it, because he will still take his, brush his teeth before bed with his own toothbrush anyway. But, so we have that going on. So one day, I'm using the bathroom. I'm sitting on my white throne. As usual. Taking my time, doing some creative thinking. As usual. And Keon comes into the bathroom and he's like, oh, Dada doing potty. I was like, yeah. And then he says, I want to brush my teeth. I was like, okay, can I finish? And then, of course, my man is like, no. Because when Keon wants something, he wants it. And when he wants it immediately. So we have this little plastic thing that he
I
can
got
stand
for him
on.
for the adult toilet, but Uncle doesn't like sitting on the adult toilet. He's still used to his potty.
He likes to sit on his potty, yeah. So he pushes it to the sink, gets on top of it, grabs his toothbrush, grabs the toothpaste, comes and gives me the toothpaste, and then I put like a pea-sized whatever on his brush. And then he goes back, gets on it, opens the tap, and starts to brush his teeth. He's 3 months, 3 years and two months old at this time. And he starts to brush his teeth, right, in our sink. And I'm just blown away. Then halfway through it, I'm like, oh my God, I need to show you how this. So I make a video. And she's at work at the time, so I send it to her. And she's just like, oh my God. I'm like, bro, calm down, okay? Like, relax. You're too excited. It's not that big a deal. In my mind, I'm like, oh my God. Anywho, so my man brushes his teeth and he spits and then he rinses and then he comes.
He opens
back,
tap, collects water,
rinses, gargles and then
and spits it out.
then he does this thing that I do when he finishes brushing his teeth, washes his he will now hit it on the edge of the sink to get the excess water out of the bristles, and then he does it king, 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 and then he brings it. I was blown away. But
that
then
should tell you that they are always
watching.
watching whatever you do. And we read somewhere that kids are like sponges. So whatever you can teach them from 2 to 5, do that now because they would learn everything. Whatever they see you doing, they do. I went to pick up Keon from school. Oh
yeah, oh no, stop it! Ah crap! I was hoping I could avoid this thing.
So my YouTubers and my audio listeners, remember the last episode where we were arguing when Keon was going to start school? And at that point, he was 18 months old.
He was almost 18 months old.
Yeah. And we're arguing when Keon was going to start school. And somebody said he would start when he's 3.
I wonder who said and why they would say something so stupid.
Oh, we can't. Zain, please help me look for that video and play it again. Then someone said he was going to start when he turns 2, which is moi. Guess who started when he turned 2? Keon. I made sure. We found a fantastic school. I'm not going to mention just because safety, but it's such an amazing school. We have no regrets whatsoever. And somebody has now eaten his words. Be gracious in victory, ma. Please allow me.
Enjoy.
I said we'll open our bomb here. Somebody has now eaten his words and said, Ihoma, Linda, Ejiofor, Suleiman. Thank you for not listening to me at that point because it was right for Keon to go to school when he turned 2. Still falls under know your child because maybe your child might not. Who is it again? Say what? I can't hear you there.
You should apologize to us, the viewers.
Thank you, director. I would at this.
So you say he apologized to you private, but would like to also hear.
Oh, that's a fantastic idea.
To see how the apology happened.
I love that, Didi.
I love something live. Let him apologize.
That's what I'm saying. Okay. You apologize again for it.
He has to apologize to us.
Yes.
Please, where's all this shakara before you apologize?
So
it's not newscaster.
I'd like to release a statement.
Guy, just apologize, please.
So before I apologize, which I already have apologized.
But the viewers and the listeners,
even too,
they are rude.
I'd like to say that this is being done under duress, but it's okay. I'm a man of peace and happy wife, happy life, and all that. So, damn it. Ihoma, Linda, Ejiofor, Suleiman.
Yes, baby.
It's rare when you're right. But I would like to say that on one of those rare occasions when you're absolutely right about something that I believe I know better, it is right that I, in public, apologize and say and give you your flowers and your cred. That yes, you were right. I'm glad that you. I will kiss the ring. I'm glad that you insisted that we toss him out of the safety of his father's house and into the streets of schooldom.
Don't break our eardrums, please.
No, so that they will know that it was against my, So yes, she decided that we should put him in school at 2. And I was not for it at all because, I just felt like, let's let him spend some more time with his old man, before we...
Just his old man?
Because you're already spending some more time with you, bro. Like, leave me alone, I beg. Can't I... Let me get the one I can get now. Because
you're still not winning. You are still... At this point that we are in, he's still not...
such a mommy's boy.
He is still not winning.
Oh. But it's good. It's good, because... Oh, okay, no.
Let me finish this one.
Yeah. So yes, baby, well done, and I'm super proud of you, and I'm glad that you put your foot down. Yeah, it's stubborn good, but I love you. Shut it. So it is great that we put Kion into school at 2 because the progress is insane.
Yeah.
It is wild how quickly he literally exploded. Now Kion has always been fascinated by numbers, right? He started counting before he could actually use real words. But now this boy sat in front of me and counted from 1. So he did 1 to 100, right? And this was like last week, right? He did 1 to
2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Yes, okay, because I started shooting this. Yeah, 2 weeks ago. So he did 1 to 100, right? One after the other, like he did all of that. Then from 100, he skipped to 200. So he did 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way to 100. Then he did 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 10,000. Then he now skips from 10 to 20,000, 30,000, 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, 400,000, 1 million, right? Then from there, he did 10 million, 20 million, 100 million, 200 million, 300 million, 1 billion. That's how this boy got to 1 trillion. So what he would do is he would skip the unnecessary ones because he has those ones.
Yeah.
And then he'll just keep hitting the bigger numbers as he goes. And he did it in front of me because I was working on my laptop. He was in the living room with me. And that's what he did until he got to 1 billion. To 1 trillion. And I didn't want to interrupt him. I didn't want to bring him up because if you bring out your phone to start recording him, he stops.
Yeah.
You understand? And I just sat there and I was stunned, right? And now, the one that blew my mind, apparently, I'm the last person to find out that my son can read. So, a few days ago, I was doing a transaction on my iPad, right? I was trying to pay for some stuff. And Kion was sitting next to me. He was on his tab. And then he looks at the screen and he goes, name of bank. So at first, it didn't register, right? And then and then I was like, wait, he just said, because on the screen there, it was written name of bank. So I said, Kion, what did you say? He now said name of bank and he pointed at each word. And then I scrolled and I said, what's this? And then he started reading. And then the bigger words that had more syllables that he couldn't pronounce, he would look at me and then I'll say it and then he'll repeat it immediately and then he'll keep moving. I freaked out. I called Ihoma. I was like, babe, Kion can read. She was like, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. I was reading a story to him, a couple of weeks ago and, he started completing the sentences. Meanwhile, when I did read to this boy, he would only say the last word of each sentence. Like if I say...
I made a video of that. I have a video.
Yeah, so there's a video of me reading to him and, so he's sitting in front of me, the book is in front of us, and then when I read a sentence, he just says the last word of the sentence, and then we move to the next sentence. But apparently, his mother was reading to him and he was reading along. And then when she excitedly told his nanny was like, and he was reading for like 3 months now. We're like, what is going on?
Baby, we are involved in our child's life. Don't think we
I feel like a horrible dad because
we are
now maybe
involved
the last
in our
person
child's life.
Hey, am I failing?
No, we're not.
Are you sure?
We are not. We know everything. I know everything. I don't know about you. Wow.
There are things I know about your son that you don't know.
Like...
We'll get back to that in an instant.
We just put mosquito noise here.
Man, there's so much growth and development. And
I don't know if we mentioned in the last episode that last season, that Kion now speaks, he says he loves numbers, Spanish 1 to 10. Yeah. It has gone up to 1 to 20. Yeah. And I don't even know past uno.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something else. So I was going to say, no, baby, it's only uno, then, but I'm glad that you
it's just uno.
Yeah. I'm better than this. Me, I know up to theirs.
But he knows till 20.
Yeah.
So his school mentioned that they were going to start speaking Mandarin.
Just teaching.
Teaching Mandarin. I'm like, please.
Go ahead. Go knock yourself out.
Let him learn because he's not 5 years. Let him grab everything that he can grab. And so I asked if there was going to be a Spanish class as well. They said not yet, but that they're looking for. So we're looking at giving him, they said he could learn 5 languages. So yeah. So Spanish, Mandarin, French,
Pidgin English.
Pidgin English.
You are the champion now.
I will teach him that
one. I thought they are teaching Pidgin English.
Zin, please.
No.
But there could be a time.
No. Well, That one do. Yeah, because I feel like we're losing these things. So yeah, it's not a bad idea.
But languages as well.
But Zin, let me ask you, if you find out that they're teaching him pidgin in his school, would you let him go? Would you?
No, if it's controlled.
You will never let Jay. See, you will never let Jay go to a school where part of the syllabus is pidgin English. Would you?
I'm open.
Ah, okay, that's
Really?
impressive.
I'm open. I don't know.
Did they say that they
People
like?
change Diamas. You tell
No,
Amaka,
I'm an artist. It's
tomorrow.
crazy.
Now we start
New school.
Yeah.
But it's true, Sha, being a creative, he might be more open to it. Personally, so I feel like, okay, because in our home, we're multi-ethnic, family.
Yeah.
I was born and raised in the north, so the Nigerian language that I understand and can communicate in is Hausa. And she was born and raised in Lagos, but the Nigerian language that she can communicate it in is Igbo.
Igbo and Pidgin English.
Fam, rest, okay. She's always teasing that my pidgin is better than yours.
Maybe your Pidgin is horrible.
Irrelevant. Moving on. She says, but because neither of us speaks a common Nigerian language, so both of us do not speak it common English.
Well,
yes. I mean, I can't speak Igbo. You can't speak Hausa, so there's no language that we can both speak at home that he can hear.
which sucks.
It sucks.
Because we can't talk in codes.
That is the biggest problem. Because now he's listening to everything we say. So even when I want to talk about him in front of him,
We have
Baba
to
is
whisper.
like, these people are talking about me.
We
And then when we're whispering, he's like, they're definitely talking about me.
But I have a question.